Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You all right, Mr. Todd?
I'm just checking in on Abdul Lawrence.
He's on the line. You want a breakout room with him?
Is there an offer available on this one already, or?
Let me look and see. I think there maybe. Let's see.
Join breakout room.
Abdul Lawrence. Yes, it's a limited access 60 to 55. Dismiss the other count.
All right, yes, Your Honor. Could I have a breakout room, please?
Certainly.
All right, just really morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Just sending me what, just send me what.
Very well. Have a good day.
All right.
Mr. Liggins, you gotta turn your audio. He's not on. I'm gonna kick him off.
Do you have any pre-written signs?
We need to.
Okay, I can do that.
You keep going. Oh, look at it. Look
Connect
at it.
audio.
See there?
You have
I
some?
think you cut a loose, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have any pre-written.
I kicked him out.
Oh, did you?
Oh, this is a little bit tight. This sounds tight, just so it's handwritten.
Yeah.
That looks a little professional.
You just read right at the top and just go it off. Cause it's something that, you know,
We
you
use.
do all the time, so, yeah.
He'll be calling back because he's looking at the screen.
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Potts.
Your Honor, is Attorney Goss present in the courtroom and or on the Zoom? I just had a question about the offer.
He's present in the courtroom, and I can join him in the breakout room on Zoom if you want.
Well, Mr. Goss, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for Mr. Lawrence, I was just wondering if you would consider doing an impeding on the civil infraction count. My client does actually have a valid license. And I just want to know if you would do an impeding on the other count.
What is the actual? What's the client name again?
Charges, that's good lawyering right there. That's all I can say about that. It's, wrong way on a one-way street and a failed to display. I mean, failed to display a valid license.
How are you driving down a one-way street that, blockaded? That's, I can't really give somebody blockaded when they're driving down a one-way street.
Well, I think his driving record is pretty good, but I mean, if you don't want to do it, I understand. I would just set the matter for a bench trial in the formal hearing, and maybe the officer, if we have a conversation with him, might actually reconsider.
All right, let me, you say he has a pretty good driving record. Let me see it. I'm about to pull his driving record and see how good his record is.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we give Mr. Lawrence, Abdul Lawrence, driving record, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Liggins, put it up there to the camera so Liggins can see that. You have to back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna fit.
There we go.
Yeah. Ms. Nash just made.
Yes.
All right, he's on now. He's on now. All right, we got you signed in, Mr. Liggins. We just didn't have your audio, so sit tight, please. I have a Zoom user. Who's the Zoom user?
Akeem Long.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Long. All right. So we're
Littles, Your Honor, or Little.
okay. Looking at with Mr. Lawrence.
All right.
Let's call Mr. Lawrence's case right now.
Okay.
This is the city of Detroit versus Abdu Lawrence, case number SP 1131604, counts 1 and 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Philip X. Walling representing Mr. Lawrence.
No, I think Mr. Lawrence is retained.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Mr. Potts? Mr. Potts? You're not saying anything, Mr. Potts.
Turn on your audio.
Unmute yourself, please. Oh, can you get there? Who's the iPhone user that just signed on?
My name is Daniel Lowe.
Mr. Lowe?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Daniel Lowe. Oh, okay, you're on it. You can run? Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Did you call my case?
Yeah, I called it. We're waiting on your appearance, please.
Sorry, Your Honor. For the record, Coleman Potts, P78607, on behalf of Mr. Lawrence.
All right. We're here, and there was a discussion off the record about affording Mr. Lawrence an offer of impeding traffic, amending the offer that was already afforded to him to impeding traffic and dismiss the other matter. We do see that Mr. Lawrence has a valid driver's license. Appearance, please, Mr. Goss.
This piece is honorable court, Dante Clark, 60162. Doing his record and the offer, I can change the offer a little bit for you, Mr. Potts. That would be for the failure display, I would change that to improper plates. And the other charge, I would do blockade.
Well, Mr. Goss, he does have a valid license.
That's why I charge it to improper plates, so it won't abstract. You're asking for blockading. So you gotta give a little to get a little.
I understand that. I'll just set the matter for a bench trial in that case.
Okay. Just let you know that offer won't be available on trial day.
Okay.
The original offer will be.
All right. Mr. Lawrence, you understand what's happening today?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Majesty. On that day when I got her
Good.
stop.
Mr. Lawrence, don't give any facts to the
Yes, sir.
case right now. We'll discuss that at the next hearing.
Thank you.
So your attorney has requested a trial date. We'll give a trial date in the matter on September 20th. 2021 at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, then You both have a very good day. Well, and that'll be a formal hearing as well. We'll set the other one for a trial and formal hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Lawrence, before we hang up, can you give me your telephone number? I don't have it on the file.
313-820-0993.
Okay, I'm going to give you a call when I get done with my other hearing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Very good day. Okay, Mr. Walling, we called Mr. Little's case. Let's recall the case of Alvin Little. Mr. Walling, you and Mr. Little have had an opportunity to speak in the breakout room.
We have your,
What would your client like to do?
at this time, Your Honor, we are going to continue his not guilty plea and ask this matter be set for a pre-trial.
Okay, very well. I think that's very good advice from your lawyer, sir. And we'll set a pretrial date. Is September 15th going to be good enough?
Yes.
September 15th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. If there's no further questions, Mr. Little, you have a very good day. I'll see you September 15th at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, John.
All right. Oh, let's see, we got Mr. Leggins. Look at Mr. Leggins. I'm sure that Mr. Walling wants to talk to you about Mr. Leggins as well. That's the file that I have there. This is the city of Detroit. Versus, help me out on Shanti Vaughn, Beyond Liggins, you're muted. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Let's see if he wants to speak to you. His audio is on. His audio is on. He has to unmute himself now. You have to unmute yourself. You gotta unmute yourself. He can hear me.
Oh, can he hear you?
I
Okay.
think he can hear me. That bottom left corner is the audio button. It should have an unmute there. You need to take the headphones out, sir. I don't know what the headphones are doing for you. They don't seem to be working. Unplug it. Unplug it. Unplug the headphones. He's got audio. He's connected. He needs to unplug the headphones. He did. Now you need to go to the unmute something. All right.
Is he okay?
Let's go to the next person. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Akeem Long, case numbers SP 1139556, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Long, good morning to you.
Good morning.
There is an offer. Very well. There's an offer in this file to plead to the failure to display count and dismiss the other counts. I'll fine you $240. I'll give you some time to pay. That's a misdemeanor that does abstract to the Secretary of State. However, it's no points on your license. You have a very competent lawyer on the line, and Mr. Walling, that you can speak with regarding this offer, or you can take it, or you're more than welcome to set a trial date in the matter.
Did I hear right that Mr. Long has his own lawyer?
Does Mr. Long have his own?
Can you hear me?
Mr.
No, I
Freeman,
don't.
are you Mr. Long's lawyer?
I'm sorry, I misheard.
All right. So did you
hear
understand that? Mr. Liggins?
Yes.
Yeah, sit tight now. We're on another case. All right, Mr. Long. Did you
Yes.
understand? Do you understand everything that I just presented to you?
Yes, I do.
What would you like to do, sir?
I would like to accept the offer and pay the fine.
Let me, I need to see you, sir. Can you put your video on?
Okay, I'm in the car.
Are you driving, sir?
No, sir.
All right, I need to see you. All right, Mr. Long, can you raise your right hand, please? I don't see Mr. Long. Are you up there? Okay, there you go. Mr. Long, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Mr. Long, you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this off to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
Are you taking this off free will?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, let me draw your attention, Mr. Long, to November the 30th, 2020 at around 7:07 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Grand River and what is that? G-A-R-N-D.
West Grand, maybe?
I think that they were trying to say grand, but
Yes.
I don't know. On that day, pardon me?
Grand Boulevard.
Okay, Grand Boulevard, there we go. On that day, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And that Detroit police officer asked you to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that, sir?
I left my wallet at my house.
Did you have a valid license on that day, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Walling?
Do you have a valid now, sir?
I believe so, yes.
What about certificate of insurance and proof of insurance and stuff and no registration?
Yes, I had those things, but they were in my wallet.
At home?
Let's see if we can produce those documents and we'll put this matter aside and see if there's some sort of better resolution to this, all right?
Go get your paperwork, sir.
The only problem is I lost the car that I had at that time, so I probably wouldn't have any paperwork regarding that car.
How about a driver's license?
Yes, I have a driver's license.
With you?
Yes.
I can check his license.
Okay.
Check
Well,
his license.
Is our prosecutor there?
Not yet. He'll be back shortly, he said. So if you don't mind waiting to see if something can get better for you, let Mr. Walling do his thing, then we'll pass the matter and we'll see if something can get better for you, Mr. Long.
Okay.
All right. You can mute yourself until we recall your case, all right?
Okay.
Can you run his driver's license, please?
Okay, sure.
All right.
Mr. Wiggins?
This is gonna be, what do you got, Mr. Moss on the line? Bennett didn't show up? All right, let's go. Mr. Friedman,
Yes, Judge.
good morning to you. Your client has a trial date at 9 a.m. We're gonna give the officer a grace period of a half hour.
Okay.
All right, so you can resume what you're doing until we see if that officer shows up. If that officer doesn't show up, then you know what, I don't have to tell you what to do.
I know it, Judge. I want the court to know too that my client is here with me at my office.
Very
So
well.
he's not going to appear as his own name on the Zoom. He's here with me at my office.
Very well.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, let's go back to Mr. Liggins. Liggins, what is your first name? Pronounce your first name for me.
Shante.
Okay. This is
Shante Vion Liggins.
This is the city of Detroit versus Shante Gian Liggins. Case numbers SP 1139430, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Liggins, there's an offer here in the file for you to plead to the driving, for you to plead to the leaving the scene of an accident, a personal injury accident. That's no deal on that. That's pleading straight up. And they will dismiss the other 2 counts. I did check, that is a 6-point offense. That is a 90-day mandatory suspension. You have a right to a trial. You have a right to speak with Mr. Walling, a very, very competent lawyer there. What would you like to do, sir?
I don't want to take any plea. I'm not pleading. I want a trial or whatever I need to do.
All right, you want to speak to the lawyer first, or you want to just go put me a trial date
Yes,
on
I want to
there?
speak to my lawyer.
All right.
Yes, I want to speak to my lawyer.
All right. You're going to get that opportunity. Join the breakout room, sir. Mr. Walling, yours should already be up there. You're going to be in number 2. All right. That's good. Mr. Moss?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's 9:02, Mr. Moss.
I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor. I'm Mr. Robert Griggs.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Robert Keith Griggs. Case number SP 1196387.1. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Moss, P33039. I appear before you virtually, and obviously I do consent to that, and I do stand in for my client, or at least I asked for his waiver of appearance. But this is a civil infraction, Your Honor, so at this point, we're ready to proceed.
Today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter. I will waive your client's appearance and allow you to appear on his behalf. What would you like to do, sir?
At this point, Your Honor, I would motion for the court to dismiss this matter.
Okay, at this time, is there a D. Bennett? D. Bennett, Officer D. Bennett. Hearing no, we didn't get anything from Officer Bennett. Hearing no response from Officer Bennett, he's usually here. This is the date and time set for a trial. The defense is ready to go. Hearing no response, we will dismiss the matter.
Thank you for your consideration this morning. Pleasure to see you again, Your Honor.
All right, my pleasure always. Have a great day.
Thank you, you as well.
All right. That's Griggs. I didn't need that.
Oh,
That's
I was
that's
just
just
really.
Liggins is. Oh, I didn't need Liggins license either. Are we wanted long?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that
I was on the
Long's
phone.
license?
Hakeem Long?
We wanted the Keen Long.
Okay.
Okay, looks like the living is now. So we have Marcellus Gray, Daniel Lowe. Let's get Daniel Lowe first. City of Detroit versus Daniel Lee Lowe, case number SP 114200501 and SP 114200511. Mr. Lowe, there is an offer in this file to plead to the amended count. It was a driving in an unsafe manner. They're willing to amend this to Officer Bennett.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Just dismissed that case.
Oh, I dismissed the case?
We did.
Okay, Your Honor.
My policy is a half-hour grace period for officers, and that was set for 8:30.
Correct, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm in 5 different courtrooms, so.
I'm sorry about that. I figured you, I didn't know, maybe you were giving them, maybe you took a day off and giving them a break, because I know you usually here.
Yeah, I'm in 5 courtrooms, so I can only be on the screen at one at a time, so.
I know what you mean. That was Stephen Moss was the lawyer for that.
Okay. Yeah, with prejudice or without prejudice, Your Honor?
That's always without, well, not always necessarily, but that's without prejudice.
Okay, Your Honor. Okay.
All right, I'll talk. Be safe out there.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, Mr. Lowe, there is a offer here to plead to limited access driving 60 and a 55. That's a 0-point offense. It does abstract to the Secretary of State. I'll fine you $125 and dismiss the other count that was of the improper plate. You can speak to Mr. Walling if you want to. You can take the offer if you want to, or you can go to trial if you want to.
Is that Mr. Lowe? Did I hear?
That's Mr. Daniel Lowe.
By the docket, it's just an improper plate, Judge.
He has a civil infraction that rolled along with that. It's in default, but it happened during the pandemic, and I'm allowing Mr. Lowe to be heard on that. And it's got in the offer. They've already put that in the offer. So
what was?
It's driving unsafe manner. So, but a violation of basic speed law.
Okay, so they're dismissing that for a plea to an improper plate?
No, they're reverse. I'm sure if he probably wants that, he probably could get that, but it's the way it's written here. It's written as dismissing the improper plate and to plead to the limited access. 60 and a 50.
I'm not jumping up and down with joy on that one, Judge.
I'm not necessarily either, but that's what's in the file. I can give you the opportunity to speak with Mr. Goss when he comes back. Or we can set it for trial.
That'd be
Yeah,
fine. Let's see what,
Want a
let me
breakout
ask
room?
Mr. Lowe what he'd like to do before we get going.
You want a breakout room with Mr. Lowe?
Yes, please.
There you go. Mr. Lowe, if you don't mind speaking with the lawyer, I can put you in a breakout room.
That's fine.
Your Honor, before I go, you want to knock out Liggins?
Yes. Liggins was recalling the case of Shantae Liggins. Was that a trial date or what?
Your Honor, Philip Walling representing Mr. Liggins. If there is any kind of warrants, we call it, we ask that there no be formal reading. I do have some questions for the court. My client wants to plead not guilty. We could set this matter for a pretrial, Judge. I think that might be helpful. And I need some information, please. You got your pencil ready, Mr. Liggins?
Well, let me stop you. What are you going to gain out of the pretrial more than what you have in the offer?
I'm hoping Mr. Liggins has some verification that he was at work at school at some other place.
Somebody's using his information, huh?
I believe what he's saying it isn't him. That's why he needs date of the offense, time, the vehicle, and place.
All right, so the date of the offense. The date of the offense, are you ready? It's November.
Hold on, Mr. Liggins, are you ready to take this information down? Mr. Liggins?
Yeah, he's got his pen.
Okay.
It's got November 25th, 2020 at around 2:46 p.m. on Finkel in Rosemont. It was a 2019 Hyundai gray in color. License plate EGN 9236.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That would be Officer Baker wrote that ticket. Now, what can be done, and I think the best thing to be done is to set a trial in this matter. That way you have time to get your documentation together. I'll set the trial date for September 20th. You'll get your documentation together, and then Officer Baker will have to come in and prove beyond a reasonable doubt that would be you. Unfortunately,
if I may, Judge, and I don't mean to cut you off,
Yes, you did mean to cut me off, Mr. Wallen. Go ahead.
All right, let me put that better. I apologize for cutting you off.
All right.
I would prefer a pretrial, Your Honor.
All right. Unfortunately, I was just, if Mr. Wallen would have let me finish, whatever I set for you, trial or pretrial, you probably, as it's going now, probably won't have the benefit of having Mr. Wallen serve as your counsel. With that being said, though, there is a lot of very competent counsels here, and I'm sure that they can follow Mr. Wallen's lead on that. So, is that what I understand? You want a pretrial date so you can get your documentation and stuff together?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. After allowing Mr. Liggins speak with Mr. Walling in the breakout room, it's come to the conclusion that Mr. Liggins would like a pretrial date. I will set that pretrial date for September 15th at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Liggins, I wouldn't expect on that date that this offer will change without you taking some steps and doing what you need to do for providing proof of that that wasn't you. With that being said, go ahead.
I want to ask Judge, could you repeat the date of the offense one more time for me, please?
All right, maybe his recollection is coming back. The date of the offense was allegedly November the 25th, 2020 at around 2:46 p.m. I thought you wrote that down.
November 25th. 6:30 p.m.
No, at 2:46 at 2:46 p.m. 2:46 in the afternoon.
2:36.
2:46.
Okay.
All right. So again, Mr. Liggins, I've given you a pretrial date. I do not suspect that offer will change without you bringing in some substantial proof, making your claim. If by that time we're not going to do another pretrial, we'll either set it for trial or you'll be ready to plead on that date. Okay?
Okay.
If you're ready to plead on that date, I'd bring some money on that date too. All right?
Yes, sir.
If there's nothing further, pretrial September 15th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. We'll see you then, Mr. Liggins.
Okay, y'all have a blessed evening.
You have a better one. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Mr. Long here. Who were we on? Oh, Lowe?
Right.
I was
going to go talk to Mr. Lowe for a while.
All right, Mr. Long has a valid. Let's get rid of. Go ahead, Let's get rid of Mr. Long. Mr. Long has a valid driver's license, and he claims that he had insurance and registration at the time, but didn't have a wallet on him.
Your Honor, on my motion, since you have determined that in fact Mr. Long had a valid operator's license, and I assume has one now.
Yes, license is valid.
I would ask the court to consider, considering the people's longstanding plea process, if the court would accept Mr. Long's plea to failure to present insurance instead of improper plate. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. Improper plate instead of no insurance, or if the court would like to have him plead to the no registration and dismiss the other two matters. Or we can wait.
Or, Mr. Long is claiming that he had insurance on that day as well.
Your Honor, but he did fail to display.
He did?
So he didn't have it, so improper plates is a good offer.
All right. All right.
I concur with Ms. Long.
Oh, is that Mr. Gosback?
Yes.
Okay.
Dante Goss on behalf of the city. Your Honor, I concur with Ms. Walling on just having him plead to improper plates and dismiss the other two matters.
All right.
I wouldn't have tried to step on your toes had I known you were there.
Oh, I just came in, no problem.
Mr. Long, are you able to hear what we got going on here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so what's been done is the offer has changed to an improper plate offer. I guess it's a little that would afford you the opportunity to not have an abstraction with the Secretary of State. That is a 0-point offense, no abstraction. It's still a misdemeanor and it's still punishable. I'm still going to fine you $240. And the other two matters will be dismissed. So it's changed slightly in that regard. I do have here that you do have a valid driver's license. So with that being said, is that something you want to take, sir, or do you want to go to trial for it?
Yeah, I'd like to take the plea.
Okay, can you turn your camera back on, sir, please? Okay, Mr. Long, did we swear him in already?
I don't
You
believe.
swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the, well, we did all that.
Okay.
All right, so we amended the offer here to plead to improper plate. It's my understanding you would like to take that offer?
Yes.
All right, well, the only problem is we've got to provide a factual basis to make the plea. You were driving on that day a 2010 Dodge, red in color?
Yes.
You got pulled over by the Detroit police on that day. And you state that the plate was, the plates were good, huh?
Well,
yes.
May I voice the witness, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Mr. Long, is it true that when the officer asked you for your insurance, you did not have insurance? Is that correct, sir? Present at that time?
Yes.
Your Honor, for the no insurance ticket, that's the factual basis. The plea is to the legal fiction of improper plate.
Okay. All right, I will accept your plea to the amended count of improper plate. When can you pay, sir?
By the end of the month.
Let's say 30 days, August the 16th, 2021, $240. We'll dismiss the other counts. And if there's no further questions, Mr. Long, if you can't pay that by the end of the month or at the latest August 16th, you need to zoom back in so that we can find you some more time, because I don't want this to suspend your license.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Mr. Long, go in the breakout room with Mr. Lowe right now.
Okay. It's an improper plate, and the offer is, let's see here. Look at Timothy. Ugh. While I have you there, Mr. Goss, I'm curious to why you didn't leave the improper plates alone and just dismiss the other thing. Is there something I'm missing?
You did. The other things were dismissed.
Oh, so the only thing left is the improper plate that's on the docket?
No. Oh, you're talking about for Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
Oh, the 60 and a 55 is that's what the offer is. So you can speak to him. We're talking about Daniel Lowe. He has a violation of basic speed law, which you offered him 60 and a 55.
Was that limited access?
Limited access, and then dismiss the improper plate.
Why don't we put a charge to the improper plate and call it a day?
Because he is speeding.
Yes.
Yes. Speeding in the city of Detroit is definitely more egregious than improper plates.
Yes, but don't we really want to do everything we can to keep people driving with a license in their pocket? You're getting some money, but giving speeders tickets is not really effective in that manner if you have to buy insurance in the city of Detroit.
They need to stop speeding in the city of Detroit.
The only problem I have with this is that it's violation of basic speed law, drove in unsafe manner, and it doesn't give any other facts to support. Doesn't say that how fast they were going. It doesn't have a detected speed device. It doesn't have anything but that. But that's that I don't know if he's willing to. That's up to you. The offer is limited access 60 and a 55.
What's the driver rate?
I don't know. Oh, did we pull this? All right, pull Mr. Lowe's driving record, please.
Okay.
Daniel Lowe. 60 and a 55, it's $125 versus $240 in a misdemeanor versus a civil infraction, but I do agree with you, it could be longer implications on the insurance.
Yes, when the insurance companies inevitably look up driving records and go back 3 years, they see an improper plate, they go, nah, wrong car. They won't see
an improper plate because the improper plate won't abstract.
Ah, so much the better. Never, good point. That's why.
See what Mr. Gray has. You all are hashing that out. All right. Mr. Gray.
Did you cut Mr. Griggs loose, Your Honor?
Liggins?
Robert Griggs.
Yeah, he's been gone.
Okay.
That was Moss's client.
Oh, okay.
His license is valid.
Okay.
Mr. Lowe's license is valid.
How big is this?
It's what, 1, 2, 3 pages. It goes back to the last time, Highland Park 5/20/2021. Limited access speeding. Violation of space to speed law. That's my car. That I need this one, yeah. Insurance, let's see. I'm getting better at reading these things. Disobey traffic control device, return.
What years are those?
Well, that goes back to, it's 2007, 2011, 2013, 2015, 2016. All right, there you go. Mr. Marcellus Emmanuel Gray.
Here.
Good morning. Appreciate your patience, sir. Mr. Gray, and this is off the record, but you got a light driving while license expired. Do you have a driver's license? Wayne County Sheriff pulled you over?
Can you say that one more time?
The Wayne County Sheriff pulled you over?
I'm not sure. I really can't remember. I think so, if that's what it is, most likely.
You have a driver's license, sir?
Right now, I'm trying to get it. Yeah, I'm trying to get it back. It got suspended because I went to pay a ticket and one of the 20-hour bills I went to pay was state, so I couldn't, whatever pay the end up.
Looks like you got pulled over 2 days in a row.
I don't think so, but I don't really think so.
I believe there's only one ticket on the docket, Your Honor.
It is. I was saying he got pulled over and he paid the other 2 matters. Wait a minute, he's got 2 other pending matters.
Pending in the 36th District Court, Your Honor?
Yes.
When are they scheduled for? Can you tell?
Yes, and one is scheduled for trial on August 3rd, 2021.
Yes, you said that one for August 3rd. That was I showed up in court. I can't remember the date. Like I would say 2 weeks ago. But before that, I set up.
You're gonna have to speak a little louder, sir.
So you set an a trial date for August 3rd. I had a court date 2 weeks ago, but you asked me if I could remember if I was pulled over on what we're whoopie whoop, and I said I couldn't remember. And then that's when you said a trial date for the August 3rd.
Yeah, I remember.
I guess, Your Honor, what I'm trying to do is get all these together.
Yeah, we'll get them all together, so.
Thank you.
August 3rd, is that enough time for notice on that other, thing for a trial?
It should be. For the officer,
Yeah,
yes.
let's do August 3rd for this case, this one as well.
Okay.
Is that all three of them then, Your Honor?
That should be all three of them.
That'd be great.
All right, let's call the case. Mr. Gray, you would help, I see you've got a kind of a laid back style. You would help yourself a little bit better if you can recollect some of the things that went on in the past. What I try to do is I try to give the benefit of the doubt to people that have taken care of matters. And I see that you have taken care of two matters. It seems like, and you don't remember very well, but it seems like you got pulled over and you got 3 tickets. You got the no license ticket on one day, and that was in the area of Woodward and Forest. And it says here that you got pulled over the next day in the area of East Jefferson and St. Albans. But be that as it may, we're going to consolidate all 3 of these matters so that you all come back on, let's call the case, this is the City of Detroit versus Marcellus Emmanuel Gray, case number C5456421. That's the one that we have on the docket, right?
Yep, yes, it is, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, that case was not on the docket the other day. But what we'll do, so you don't have to keep coming back and forth, we're gonna put this date set for a trial as well. And then we'll get it all resolved on August the 3rd. You understand that, Mr. Gray?
Yeah.
Mr. Gray, you're gonna have to deep down in your memory bank to sort of recollect. So when the lawyer gets here on August the 3rd, you can be ready to present some stuff to that lawyer and assist in your defense, so he can assist you in your defense.
I remember.
All right, so let's go August the 3rd at 9 a.m. I'm gonna schedule all the trials now for 9 a.m. Thank you. All right, so if there's nothing further, Mr. Gray, be back August the 3rd, which that should be the last time. You won't have to keep coming back and forth, and we'll get the matter settled on that day.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, have a good day, sir.
You as well.
Michigan defensive driving course. Just looking at his record.
All right, so we have this problem. We can't, I'm not gonna, this Michigan defensive driving course. All right, Mr. Freeman. Ms. Klein.
Yes, Judge.
No, his client may not be here. It's civil infraction, I think. No, it's not. Oh, yes, his client's in his office.
My client's here, Judge. I'll walk my computer down to my conference room right now.
Yeah, don't. Oh, yeah. We need to see a client. Get his client on the line. I mean, his file, please.
Who's this calling?
Low.
Okay. Ms. Garcia never checked in?
Ms. Garcia never came in.
Oh, Ms. Garcia? She's on site.
Oh, is she?
Oh, she is. Is it LO? I think that's.
Yes.
Scheduled at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Let me just see if I can find it in the room.
What's your client's name?
Shake low, Judge.
Shake. Is it Shake?
Yes.
Shake Low. Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Shake Low, case number U60990-321. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Bradley Friedman on behalf of Shake Low. He's present over Zoom to my left.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter. Mr. Friedman?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that the people are unable to proceed. Therefore, on behalf of Mr. Lowe, we move for a dismissal of all charges.
Okay, the court is calling LaShante M. Oliver, Officer LaShante M. Oliver. Hearing no response, it now being 9:37. The defense is ready to go. The case is going to be dismissed based on no officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very well. If there's no further questions, you and your client, Mr. Freeman, have a very good day.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, I will be submitting a motion to have my client's fingerprints wiped by the state police.
All right, very well.
Thank you very much, Judge.
I'm actually considering really giving him a very friendly offer because of that. I can see, I actually, it's hot. And operating while impaired includes marijuana.
I got that. All right. Mr. Okay, here's the offer. Mr. Lowe has been waiting patiently in that room. Here's the offer. He wants him to take a Michigan defensive driving course. Upon successful completion of that course, he'll give him the blocking traffic and he'll dismiss the other matter.
There's many ways to skin the cat. I don't have a problem with that.
All right. And you didn't even see his driving record. That's why he needed it.
All right, so
it's again, can Mr. Lowe hear me?
No, Mr. Lowe is in the room waiting on you.
So from the lawyer's point of view, Dante, you know what I've told you. All I want to do is get people legal. How the money is cut up, I don't care. You grab one leg, I'll grab the other, and we can shake them down. But I do not want to pay the blood-sucking insurance companies who look at this stuff. So,
man, Mr. Walling,
I'm with you, but at least when you talk to him, you can tell him the reason why I came up with that.
Well,
and tell him as soon as he finishes the course and shows us proof, Mr. Goss is going to want to ask him some extra questions, making sure that somebody else didn't take the course for him. Then we'll give him that deal, $175. Tell him to bring that money on that day too. He can zoom in as soon as he completes.
I'll tell him, but Your Honor, I've always found it's much more impressive if the guy wearing the black dress tells him what he should plan.
Hey, now let's talk about the black robe. Because ain't no dresses going on here.
Oh, come on, Judge. Everybody looks better in black. Embrace it.
Yeah, a robe, not a dress,
By the way, Judge, I'd be willing to wear the dress and take the job.
You can do it. Hey, and be my guest. All right, you go in that breakout room with him, Mr. Walling, and let him know.
Okay.
And then send him out when he's done. Let's get Mrs. Garcia from outside. Here's Mrs. Garcia.
He needs that. Don't he need to be in the boy?
Huh? Maybe. So we can still get her going. All right,
I'm going down the.
You might have friends. Ms. Garcia failed to display, dismiss the other count. All right. She paid off her drunk driving. Then she had way back in 04.
Oh, okay. I would hope so. 17 years ago.
Man, the dude was talking about, I don't have any jurisdiction over him.
Hey, let me show you how much jurisdiction I have.
We're gonna see.
I still say I would give him the 45.
Good morning, Ms. Garcia. Your Honor, appreciate your patience.
Ms. Garcia has informed me that she had ear surgery, so she needs for you to speak up louder. So
very well. We'll do this one by. Oh, what about lunch? What about lunch? Why is it always on me? Why can't you buy something?
I bought before.
Huh?
I bought before.
There's no one.
No, I thought you were talking about where.
What about these? You know a piece of money?
Sabino.
Where?
Sabino's, the judge, right there at Eastern Market.
It's good.
He paid it before.
It came right on out, didn't it? He said.
Yeah, Judge, that's Judge Langston's favorite.
All right.
I don't know. No, they may. And we also go to Nikki as well, right there. Nikki.
They got the lunch down, don't they?
On Wednesday, they got a special. We missed it yesterday.
And what's that special?
It's half off.
Well, we ain't gonna do it today.
Dang.
We do Nicky's on Wednesday.
That sounds like a winner right there. Half off. I like half off. How you doing today, Miss Garcia?
Little nervous, but you're blessed, thank you.
There it is. Very good. We're gonna, there's another case that we're hearing right now. The lawyer is speaking to them. As soon as he comes out that room and we get this, we're gonna get you taken care of.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Ms. Garcia, do you have a driver's license? All right, did you have, did you have insurance on that vehicle?
No.
Less is more, Ms. Garcia. Less is more. You can say something that doesn't have anything to do with this case. You're free to enter into the conversation just for fasting time.
They're not guilty. Okay. Okay. Sorry, you're under something.
Mrs. Garcia, let me ask you one other question. If I pull your driving record, what is it gonna look like?
The ticket that I have was since 92, which I wasn't aware of, and I took care of it, and it's taken a year to get a clearance on it, which I have all the proof here.
No, you didn't answer my question.
Okay.
If I pull your driving record from the Secretary of State, is it gonna be pages long or just the itty bitty thing?
Anything over the ticket, that's it.
Pull a driving record, please. Do you have someone waiting on you? Did you get a ride? How did you get down here today? All right, Mr. Walling.
Mr. Lowe is ready to go before the court for the hearing.
Can you pull him out that room? Oh, here he is. Can you get out there now? All right, Mr. Lowe, did we call his case? All right. All right. Not bad. Take care of that drunk driving thing. She's got to go to the state of Michigan and get a release on that. That's what's holding her license. Aside from this stuff now. Okay. Recalling the case of Daniel Lowe, case number SP 1142051, count 1, and SP 1142050, count 1 as well. Mr. Lowe, you had an opportunity to speak with counsel. There was an offer afforded to you, and that would be to take the Michigan Defensive Driving course. And upon successful completion of that course and verification of that, then the people are willing to offer you the blocking traffic $175 fine, and dismiss the other matter. That's a 0-point offense. There's no abstraction. It's not even a misdemeanor. It's a civil infraction. It's like a parking ticket, and so an expensive parking ticket. Put it that way.
Right. Okay.
So, Mr. Cole, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the defensive driving class.
All right. Let me put it in the chat for you. You would take. All right, I'll put it in the chat there. That's MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. Please select the Detroit or 36th District Court option, whatever you see there. That class is, what I will tell you this, Mr. Lowe, is that if you finish the class, I'm going to give you 30 days to do it.
Okay.
So we're going to set it for a pretrial on August the 16th, 2021 at 8:30. What I will tell you though, well, you have a driver's license.
Right, I do.
So it's not that imperative that you really do much with this except take the class. I was offering people an opportunity to come in as soon as they finish that class if they finish before that date, then they could, because they needed to go get a driver's license. So I let them come in as soon as they finish the class to resolve their matters. But in your case, you can do that, but you don't necessarily have to. But what I would like is that $175 when you come back.
Okay. Not a problem.
All right. So other than that, August 16th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And Mr. Walling, was it something that you wanted me to let Mr. Lowe know?
You did it.
I did it. All right.
When you in the chat, does it give him where to sign up in the chat?
Yeah, he's got it, MichiganDefensiveDriving.com.
Gotcha. Thank you.
36th District Court or City of Detroit option, one of the two.
Gotcha.
Mr. Lowe, is there any further questions?
No, sir.
All right, hearing no further questions, you are free to leave, sir. Have a very good day.
All right, thank you. You as well.
All right, thank you. This is the City of Detroit, Ms. Garcia, versus Lucy Garcia. You can please step up, ma'am. If you have a problem, all right. I don't think we were thinking the same thing. What? This is the City of Detroit versus Lucy Garcia, case number SP1134061, counts 1 and counts 2. What we need to do is we need to close that OWBI way back in 92.
Oh, yes, sir.
Out. That's what is really holding Mrs. Garcia up. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That needs to be closed out.
And a clearance printed?
And a clearance printed. I don't know, does she need to go to the state police to produce that clearance to the state police.
We used to be able to do it down on the first floor of cashiers. I'm gonna see if I can remember it, because I used to be a cashier. I'll figure it out. If not, I can walk it downstairs.
Very well. That
Just because of it's not her fault that we didn't do our job.
it's back, and I had somebody else I had a case.
Brian, and he couldn't go in this. So Brian took care of it. They gave him plans, and he took it to the state, he took it to the state himself. And I haven't heard from him, but I imagine that is exactly what's going on. When I saw that 625 permit, that's what is going on. But, okay.
So Mrs. Garcia,
Yes, sir.
you've dealt with this problem since 1992?
Yes, sir.
It's unfortunate. Let's see here. All right. Oh. So basically, Ms. Garcia, my courtroom prosecutor here is being generous. He does recognize the fact that this is his senior driving record, and it's not pages, it's only 2 pages. And he recognizes the fact that this is a 92 matter that's held you up for a long time in getting a driver's license. So we're not excusing the fact that you probably shouldn't have been driving anyway, but I think you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
There's no, and we were dealing with a pandemic. It was, the defense date was November the 11th, 2020. So a lot of stuff was going on. Based on that, he's going to dismiss the matters. And you are going to be responsible for, I'm going to waive the warrant fee. You're going to be responsible for a $45 reinstatement. You have $45 today?
I just buried my sister 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're going to waive the reinstatement fee as well. That's our gift to you today.
Thank you.
And hopefully, hopefully that's all we can do.
I have a question, Ron.
Certainly.
Okay, I've been here 5 times for the ticket, and they finally cleared it. They had to go to Lansing in May. And Mr. Cabot, a police officer, is the one that let me in to speak to somebody finally.
And what ticket is this?
This is the ticket that we're speaking of, for the 192. I paid it, I got the receipt and everything. And it took them 5 times to attempt to clear it. Thank you.
It still wasn't closed out in this system, and I like to make sure everything is closed out in this system.
That's what the Secretary of State, I had an appointment last month, and they told me the same thing. It doesn't show that it's cleared.
All right, so we're gonna see if we can get you with some paperwork that clears everything out today.
You have a doctor's excuse for the reason I wasn't here.
Ma'am, no need for that. No need for that. I'm sorry for you having to bury your sister. I appreciate you coming down here on the bus today.
Yes, thank you. I don't know, I'm not familiar with the Zoom thing, the technology.
I understand. All right. Okay. So, Ms. Garcia, my clerk is working right now on that. We're gonna waive the warrant fee and waive the reinstatement fee. And we'll close these matters out. Other than that, you can have a seat, Ms. Garcia. That'll conclude the hearing today. You can have a seat and we can find out what's going on with that paperwork, so we can try to get you everything you need to go get that. I saw that on your license, and that is not, that paperwork, something you gotta do some extra work to get that off of there, so. If you wanna sit down and give us a minute.
Sure.
We will get to you back to you as soon as we can. So, Mrs. Garcia, if you can have a seat in the hallway, I'll see if we can get that paperwork to you. Thank you very much, and we'll be praying for you for the loss of your sister as well.
Sign here? Okay.
Okay, Mr. Walling?
Okay, Judge, are we done?
We're done. It seems as though we're done. I don't see any more people on the line.
Thank
So
you.
they gave us a good break today.
Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. And I'll see you on Monday, Judge.
I look forward to it. I really appreciate your advocacy.
Well, thank you. That's nice of you to say. And so do I look forward to it. See you
All
Monday.
right. See ya.
Bye.